why is there a group of fighters or a number of fighters who can just do what they want to do? They don't got to follow no rules or nothing. Why is that? Let's talk.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the greats, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you hear, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
So, what we hear, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, Lomachenko, these guys can just do what they want to do. Oh, well, this Floyd Mayweather. He can do what he wants to do. Oh, it's Manny Pacquiao, man. He could just do what he wants to. Canelo Alvarez, man. This is Canelo. He could just do what he wanted to do. Lomachenko, man. Come on, man. It's Lomachenko. This is Lomachenko, man. These guys, you want to fight Lomachenko. All right, Lomachenko, he can just do what he want to do. Why? The bottom line is, you guys allow this shit. You push this narrative that these guys can do what they want to do. You push this. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Oh, well, listen, man. Floyd, he could just do what he wants to do because he's the money man, so he can do what he wants. That's not true. Then if that's the case, if Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, right now, Lomachenko, if you guys can do what y'all want to do, then why doesn't Canelo Alvarez just make his own sanctioning body? Just make your own sanctioning body. Make your own weight classes, make your own sanctioning body, make your own belt. So then we'll just follow what you do. If you can just do whatever you want to do. I'm baffled at why fans allow that shit. Because networks want to fucking dick ride Canelo. Networks want to dick ride Floyd. Networks want to dick ride Manny Pacquiao and fucking Lomachenko. So then y'all just jump along with it. And it was weird to me is that motherfuckers like Andre Ward and Sambo Bradley were victims of this, and now they're fucking condoning this shit. They were literally victims of it. Sambo Bradley wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather. Andre Ward wanted to fight Golovkin. I'm confused at how now they're out. Well, listen, man, this is Canelo Alvarez, man. Canelo Alvarez, man, he's earned the right to do what he wants. What the fuck? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Did we forget Black Murderers Row? Did we forget Sugar Ray Robinson didn't earn the right to do it? He had to fight everybody. Y'all motherfuckers keep every time we turn around, y'all are resorting to say, oh, well, this ain't like the old days. I wish it was like the old days. Man, I wish it was like the old, back in the old days, when everybody fought everybody. I wish it was the old. You can't have it both ways. You can't pick and choose. You can't just say that when you want to dick ride a specific fighter. Well, back in the old days, we had the four kings, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns and Hagler and Duran and all those guys and Muhammad Ali. Yeah, back then, and those guys, they just fought everybody, and Joe Louis and all those guys, they just fought. And then today, when you don't want Canelo Alvarez to fight somebody, when you don't want Lomachenko to fight somebody, when you don't want Floyd to fight somebody, when you don't want Pacquiao to fight somebody, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, these guys, they've earned the right to do whatever they wanted to do. That makes no sense to me at all. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Who the fuck, who did this? Who said that you earned the right to do that? I'm a fan. I pay for your shit. Fuck is you talking about? No, you didn't earn that right. No, you didn't. You were a fighter. I didn't tell you to fight. I didn't force you to do it. I did not force you to do that. I did not force any of these guys to get in the ring and say, hold a gun to your head and say, well, you know what? You're going to be a boxer or I'm blowing your fucking brains out. Motherfucker, you could have been an astronaut. Floyd could have learned how to read. You could have did that. You could have been a fucking librarian. Cinnamon Clitoris, bro, you could be somewhere selling tacos right now. You could be out, you could have your own truck driving around this motherfucker and selling quesadillas and all kind of shit. What's the problem? I didn't tell none of these motherfuckers to do nothing. I didn't tell you to do anything. Y'all did it. That was your choice. And you're making millions, hundreds of millions of dollars and making all this money. Then you want me to sit back and be like, all right, well, I'm going to pay for the bullshit that you do because you earned the right to give me some bullshit. You earned the right to shit on me. So I'm going to pay while you take a shit on me. Y'all motherfuckers are sheep. You're fucking sheep. Bro, you'll never hear me say, oh, Pacquiao earned the right to fight anybody he want. Floyd Mayweather, he earned the right to fight anybody he want. I'm not saying that shit because you didn't. You didn't earn the right to fight anybody. You still fight if Floyd ever fights again, if Pacquiao ever fights again, now the Canelo's fighting, Bum Lofkin, this motherfucker's in the same thing, can do whatever he wants to do. Lomachenko, do whatever you want. Y'all motherfuckers fight in a sanctioned organizations. You cannot do whatever you want to do. No, sir. You fight in sanctioned organizations. Where there are rules set. You must follow the rules that are set. If you are going outside of the rules, then make your own sanction about it. Make your own sanction about it. Real shit. If that's the case, if Canelo can do whatever he wants, how about PBC? You got majority of the fighters. Just make your own fucking sanction about it. Make your own sanction shit. Make your own rules. Motherfuck the WBC belt. You got all the fighters. Fuck the WBO and the WBF and WBI. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all of them. You have all the fighters. Make your own. Motherfuck the WBC. Tell the WBO to suck a dick. You have the PBC belt. Make it. If Canelo can just do whatever he wants to do, and all you fucking weird ass niggas just chasing this thing around, oh man, I don't want Canelo, I want to fight. I just need Canelo in my life. Yeah, it's starting to sound sus, to be honest. It's starting to really sound sus. Bro, you have majority of the fighters. Y'all gotta understand, back in the old days, that y'all want to keep falling back on, back in the old days, when they had the NBA, they had those belts back there. Yeah, they literally created a whole other thing. That's where the WBC and WBA came from. From two different things. They had their own champions. They weren't fighting each other. Facts. They had their own champions. They were not fighting each other at all. It took years before these guys would fight each other to determine who was the top dog. All y'all did, y'all started out with just one, the ring belt. That was it. Then you busted it and made the WBA and WBC. Then you started to add the other ones. WBO, IBF, you added those. IBO. Now you're talking about trying to bring the belts back together again. But you're not bringing them back together again because it's still all four of them with the fifth, the IBO. It's still all four with the fifth and the ring now, the six. So it's still all four with the other two. So you're not bringing it back together again, but you're acting like you are. PBC, you literally have all the fighters. All the best fighters. You have all the fighters that everybody wants to see. Real shit. You can legitimately make your own sanctioning body. You do not need them at all. You do not need, the PBC don't need anybody. So for Canelo Alvarez and all these other motherfuckers running around here talking about, oh, we can do whatever you want. Okay, we'll do whatever you want then. Go do what you want. I guarantee you, y'all will get past. I guarantee you. There is only but so many fucking bums that Vasyl Lomachenko can fight before he must fight Devin and get the shit beat out of him. There are so many bums that he can fight before he must fight Tank and get his motherfucking head launched into the stratosphere. There's only but so many. So as long as this whole ass nigga is out here doing these fucking, oh, you could just fight Bum Lofkin. There's only so many bums that you can fucking beat up. There's only but so many before you must fight Demetrius Andrade. There's only but so many. So while these motherfuckers run around here acting like they can do whatever they want, they can say whatever they want to anybody and blah, 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 yada, 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 because you are this. Well, if you have no competition to fight, I guarantee you, the attraction that you have will begin to fade away because you have no fighters. The PBC, you have all the fighters. You have all of them. If you guys start having all those guys fight each other, Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman is a gigantic fight. I understand that EJ ain't fucking with the nigga. I get it. So what? It's a huge fight. It's a huge money fight. It's gigantic. You can put Danny Garcia in there, move him up to 154, or keep him at 47. You can put Danny Garcia in there with Jermell Charlo. You have all the 54 fighters. You literally have all the biggest names in boxing, all the best. There's a sprinkle that you don't have. You don't have Devin. You don't have Anthony Joshua. You don't have Tyson Fury. You don't have motherfucking what's the name? Canelo Alvarez. That's it, bro. You don't matter about the rest of them. Lomachenko's about to be out. Fucking Bum Lofkin, who nobody gives a fuck. I mean, Demetrius Andrade is a boogeyman. But in all honesty, if you just have Charlo fighting everybody that's inside of motherfucking PBC, all those guys, mixing it up constantly. You just fought Erickson Lupin, fight him again. You know what I'm saying? You fight him again. All those guys down there, Jarrett Hurd, move up to 160, fight Big Charlo. You're big enough to do that. You got a Laura over there, fight Laura. Those are big fights. Those fights will supersede all the bullshit. And that Canelo Alvarez numbers will start to dwindle down because you're fighting no one. There's literally no one left. Where you going? You're fighting Kamala. Where you going? And you're going to have to go see them. You're going to have to. And then you play hardball. But as long as they are over there in the PBC, they say fuck the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, the WBA, the fuck ring, linear, fuck all that. What we're going to do is we're going to start our own shit. We have all the fighters. We're going to establish some shit and we're going to establish the rules correctly. And we're going to follow the rules correctly. They can do that. And if they did do that, it would force the other body. It will force everybody. It will force the sanctioning bodies. The other ones, the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, the WBO, all the fucking ring. It will force them. It will force them to play ball. Because the PBC wouldn't have to. We got all the fighters. So we'll make all the best fights from all the fights that we have. And y'all can jump on the internet and cry like bitches about how Lomachenko ain't getting no shots and Bum Lofkin, blah, 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 and Anthony Joshua getting frozen out. Cry like bitches all you want. Go ahead, cry about it. But they'll have that. The only person in that whole mix who's on the outside who can dibble-dabble wherever he wants is Devin Haney because he's his own boss. He can play ball with anybody on whoever he wants. The street belongs to him. There ain't no sides. The street belongs to him. But he's the only one that can do that. Nobody else can do that. So the PBC can rock out heavy. And y'all can miss me with all this shit about, oh man, he can fight anybody he wants, so he can just shit on me. He don't gotta fight this guy. He don't gotta fight this guy. Although those are the fights that we want to see. We paying you for this, but you ain't doing it because you have fought to some fucking status, some ultra instinct status that don't nobody know about that says you can just fight anybody you want. Get the fuck out of here. And when we fix it, it will be fixed. The PBC can do it now. Canelo Alvarez, you cannot fight anybody who you fucking want. You have 4 belts. That means you have 4 fucking mandatories in the 168. That's what it means. You cannot fight anybody you want. You have mandatories. But let me guess, it was different when Deontay Wilder said, I want one face, one name, one champion, and once I become undisputed, all I want to do is fight mandatories. That was different though, right? But now Canelo Alvarez is an undisputed champion, and what? Josh Taylor is fighting mandatories. What's the problem? I don't understand this problem, bro. But see, this is something that you guys put out. Fans allow this shit. You allow old media to dictate this bullshit about how a fighter who must be in a sanctioning body, who must follow the rules of a sanctioning body, can get to some fucking status where they don't gotta follow nothing and do whatever the fuck they want to do, whenever they want to do it. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. And then y'all motherfuckers cry like bitches. Oh man, Floyd, man, Floyd didn't fight everybody we wanted him to fight. Floyd didn't fight Keith Thurman, man. Floyd didn't fight. It was some fighters we wanted Floyd to fight. He didn't fight, man. He didn't fight these guys. We wanted this, blah, blah, blah. And then in the same breath, you'll be like, well, Floyd can do whatever he wants to do because he's Floyd Mayweather, so he can do whatever he wants to do. Then we'll say, well, Pacquiao, he cherry-picked, man. Pacquiao, he did not know real 8-division champion. The IBO belt is not a real, the ring championship, that's not a real belt. But he got there, don't matter. He all blah, 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 blah. And then in the same breath, these motherfuckers come back and be like, well, Manny Pacquiao's a legend, so, he can do whatever he wants to do. Yeah. Motherfuckers out here, Canelo Alvarez, man, he's ducking, he's running, he's scared, he's hiding. Canelo Alvarez, man, why only fight Charlo? Why only fight Benavidez? Why is he trying to fight Kamala, man? This is crazy, I can't believe you. Canelo. And then you'll change back over. Well, Canelo Alvarez, he earned the right to do whatever he wants to do. He earned the right. Where is this at in the rules? Where is it written in the rules anywhere, in any section of bodies? They say after you get to this status, you earn the right to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Where's that at it? It don't exist. You motherfuckers are allowing that shit. And then cry like bitches when these motherfuckers do what you allow them to do. Insanity. BFTB. Shout to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.